Hello guys, you're welcome to Immigrate with Ammy. Today we will be looking at a particular college in the United States for those who are looking for opportunities to study in the United States. We are actually decided to speak about this particular college because it has a lot of opportunities for international students, and we will actually be starting with what they actually offer international students before we move on to other aspect of this video. Okay, so let's start with the additional information for international applicants. All right, so this particular college is actually committed to building a community that includes the brightest minds from around the world. All right, and at the moment they have international students that come from more than 95 countries. So you can see that it's a very huge community, right, of international students. The admission committee of this particular college is familiar with, what international students have to pass through when they are submitting applications to, colleges and universities in the United States. So one of their policy is that if you're an international student and you want to apply to this particular college, they are going to follow the same application procedure that is applicable to US citizens. So what that means is that if you're applying as an international student, you won't need to submit some additional forms, or you won't need to write, additional tests, for example, the English language proficiency test, because you are an international student, okay? And I think this was one of the things that attracted us to this college, right? Because we feel they operate on a level of equity regardless of your nationality. Okay, so when it comes to English language proficiency, as you know, so many colleges and universities in the United States will have international students provide a proof in the form of, usually in the form of a standardized test score for English language. This particular college does not require it, okay? They do not require you to take a proficiency exam like the TOEFL, like Ielts or Duolingo. But of course, if you have, already written those tests, the admissions board is, happy to review them as part of your application. Okay. So we are talking about Williams College in the United States. That's the name of the school. It's called Williams College. Okay, now let's talk about the financial aid for international applicants. So for international applicants seeking financial assistance, Williams College offers one of the most generous and comprehensive financial aid programs in the United States. Okay, so they take into account the fact that there are so many international students that actually need help. Okay, and they run this kind of scholarship and financial aid programs to support students like that. So according to their statistics, nearly 60% of their international students receive financial aid from Williams College. Okay, and the average amount that each student receive is around $65,000 annually. That is a lot of money, right, for financial aid. So meanwhile, this financial aid is not a loan that the student will have to pay back after they complete their studies. This is an aid given to the student to finance their studies without any strings attached. Okay, so the financial aid of the school, includes some additional packages, right? So aside the tuition, and the other things, they also include some extra packages like free textbooks, free laboratory and art supplies, free music lessons, free storage, and then they will provide one round-trip plane ticket to the student's home country each year. So as part of the scholarship, they will also sponsor your trip to visit your family in your home country and then to return for your studies after the holidays. And I think this is actually fantastic. So for you to take advantage of this financial aid as an international applicant, you would need to apply for the financial aid when you are also submitting your application for the particular program you are interested in Williams College. Okay, so don't forget that. All right. Okay, so let's move on to the information for applicants. So for those who want to apply, what are the required application materials? Okay, so first you would need to submit your school report, so your results, your academic transcript from your high school. Also, a counselor from your high school would need to also submit a letter of recommendation on your behalf. Okay, and then in addition to that, you would need two recommendation letters from two of your previous teachers, right? Now, the school has a $65 application fee, but you can actually apply for that for a waiver of that fee, meaning that when you submit your application, you won't have to pay any application fee. Okay. Also, you would need to write an essay which the school will also use to look at to judge your motivation for applying to that school, and then it can also be used to estimate the level of your English language proficiency. And they will provide you with a question which you can see on the screen, and you'll be required to write an essay about this question between 150 to 300 words. Okay, so basically those are the requirement to apply for admission to that particular school. So on a general note, of course, we have spoken about what they offer international students, but let's take a quick look at the types of financial aid and financing options that Williams College actually have. Okay, so first, they provide grants and scholarships. Okay, so all financial aid from Williams College comes in the form of grants from the college along with federal and state support. So these grants do not need to be repaid. As I stated earlier, they are not student loans. Okay, so these are grants that are given to you to offset the cost of your study, but you don't have to pay them back, anytime in the future. Okay, the school is also famous for what they call the Brook Grant, which also covers the full cost of all required textbooks and course materials for every student that receives the financial aid, no matter which classes that the student takes. So, and I think this is actually a very generous offer, right? Okay. They also have, opportunity for student loan, even though they don't encourage it, but they also have that option, okay, for students to take out loans as part of their, financial aid programs, okay. Furthermore, they have what they call student jobs. So Williams is the only college in the country that does not expect students to work on campus or during the summer as part of their financial aid award. So they are not, giving you a job, okay, and then they are saying that, okay, this job that you are doing is part of your financial aid. No. Of course, students still have the choice to work, okay, and campus jobs opportunities are actually plentiful, but they encourage every student to find the dynamic that works best for them. So there are job opportunities within the campus, and as a student, you can apply for it, okay, if you are able to manage that with your studies, okay. Furthermore, they have some other options, and I'll just mention one of them, which is the opportunity to pay your tuition in installments. So Williams College payment plan allows families to spread payment over 4 or 5 equal monthly installments with zero interest. So imagine that maybe you don't have financial aid and you need to pay your tuition fee. You don't need to pay that lump sum at once. You can spread it during the semester over 4 or 5 installments, which also makes it easier for so many students to be able to afford the fees. So as you can see that they have quite a lot of opportunities for students, and you can explore this better by going to their website and also checking out, the information. Of course, we only have few minutes to review it on this video, so we can't cover everything, but at least we are giving you the important information that could help you to take a decision, okay? So finally, let's look at the areas of study that this school has, okay? So they have several courses, several programs in different areas of discipline, as you can see here. So this is listed out in alphabetical order, okay? from African studies, American studies, anthropology, to biology, chemistry, Chinese, computer science, dance, economics, English, environmental studies, French, geosciences, global studies, history, interdisciplinary studies, Japanese, Jewish studies, justice and law, leadership studies. So the list goes on and on. You can take a look at the programs, okay, based on what your interests are. You can check out if they have something in the line of your interest, and then you can submit your application. Okay, so guys, what I would advise is that this information I've shared is not enough. You need to visit their website. You can see their website right here. It's williams.edu, and you can, explore that website, on your own, in order to find out more information, in addition to whatever we might have shared here. So guys, thank you so much for watching. We wish you guys all the best, and then we're also looking forward to hearing your good news. Please share with us when the big news comes so that we can also rejoice with you. If you've not subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe. It's free. You don't have to pay anything, and it gives you access to unlimited information, okay, which is right here on this channel. Thank you so much once again for watching, and I look forward to speaking with you sometime soon. Have a lovely day. Bye.